Assalamualaikum. Hello everyone. My name is Ilma Fatimah Albar. My major is English Education. I'm student at Panca Sakti University, Bekasi. In this video, I will explain about quantifier for my final test in this semester. The subject is pre-intermediate grammar and the lecturer is Mr. Subadar, M.Pd. Okay, the first, what is a quantifier? A quantifier is a word that usually goes before a noun to express the quantity of the object. Most quantifiers are followed by a noun, though it is also possible to use them without the noun when it is clear what we are referring to. There are quantifiers to describe large quantities: a lot, much, many; small quantities, a little, a bit, a few; and undefined quantities, some, any. There are also quantifiers that express the idea of a sufficient amount, enough, and plenty. There are some quantifiers that have a similar meaning, but differ because one is used with countable nouns and the other is used with uncountable nouns. Countable nouns are things that we can count, for example, a table and two tables. And uncountable nouns are things that we cannot count and only have a singular form. For example, some furniture and some fruit. And next we have much, many, and a lot of. We use many, much, a lot of to refer to big quantities. We use many with countable nouns and much with uncountable nouns. And we can use a lot of with both countable and uncountable nouns. Here are some examples. 1. There are many things to do today. 2. We have a lot of time left. Don't worry. 3. Many people take the train to work. 4. Much Italian wine is sold aboard. 5. She plays a lot of sport. When we want to emphasize a really big quantity, we can add so in front of many and much. For example, 1. There were so many passengers on the train, it was difficult to get off. 2. She had so much work to do. She stayed at the office until midnight. And next we have a few, a little, and a bit of. To talk about small quantities, we can use a few and a little. We use a few with countable nouns and a little with uncountable nouns. It's also possible to use a bit with uncountable nouns, but it is more informal. Here are some examples. 1. We need a few coins for the car park. 2. Would you like a little milk in your coffee? 3. They add a few biscuits with their tea. 4. The engines need a little oil. When we want to refer to a small quantity with a negative sense, we use few and little without a. For example, 1. Few trains arrive on time. It means a small number of trains arrive on time, which is a bad thing. 2. Little attention is given to the problem of parking. It means a small amount of attention is given to this problem, and it's not good. And next, we have some and any. When we want to refer to a plural noun or an uncountable noun without giving a specific quantity, we use some and any. We use some in affirmative and any in question and negative. Here are some examples. 1. We have some free time later this afternoon. 2. She doesn't want any coffee. 3. Do they need any bread? 4. I went to some meetings in Rome last week. Exception. As is common in English, there is an exception to this rule. When we make requests and offers, we usually use some instead of any. For example, 1. Can I have some water, please? 2. Would you like some chocolates? Okay, next we have enough and plenty of. The words enough and plenty express the idea of being a sufficient quantity. Both words can go with countable and uncountable nouns. We use plenty of to mean there is more than a sufficient quantity of something. For example, slow down. We've got plenty of time to get to the station. We use enough to express the idea of having or not having a sufficient quantity. For example, I think we have enough vegetables, so I won't buy any more. 2. But we don't have enough fruit, let's get some more. And next, we have questions about quantity. When we want to ask the quantity of something, we use how much or how many. We use how many with countable nouns and how much with uncountable nouns. For example, 1. How many people were at the meeting? 2. How many chairs do we need? 3. How much bread does he eat? 4. How much time have you got? We also use how much when we ask the cost of something. For example, how much do these melons cost? How much does this sofa cost? Okay guys, that's all video from me about quantifier. Thank you for watching my video and see you next time everyone. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Bye.